Can I get a mortgage on serviced accommodation? My name's Joe Stallard. I'm a director at House and Holiday Home Mortgages. We specialise in holiday lets and holiday homes here in the UK. So today we're going to look at the serviced accommodation term. Now, when we're looking for short stay mortgages in the UK, they tend to fall under the holiday let category. Longer stays, where you've got a consistent tenant in there for 6 or 12 months at a time, will fall under a buy-to-let, and that's a different set of lending criteria, and for the most part a different set of lenders, although there is a little bit of crossover there. So when we're looking at serviced accommodation, what we tend to look at is those short stays, but rather than just letting somebody rent out the whole of the property, there might be some additional services based on top of that. It might be some housekeeping every morning, for example. These can be quite popular near sites whereby contractors are staying in this type of accommodation where they've got their own kitchen rather than staying in a hotel room, for example, but they're still being put up by the employer, and they might be paying for those extra services to make the stay as comfortable as possible. That's just an example, but that's a typical example of what a serviced accommodation arrangement will look like. Now, in the short stay space, when we're looking at holiday let lenders, there are a number that will help with that serviced accommodation model, but it is definitely a no-go for some of them. So making sure when you're starting to look at how you intend on letting this property out that you're looking to buy, you're very clear on that strategy from day one. That's going to really impact on the lenders you ultimately end up looking at. If you're going to use a brokerage like ourselves, make sure you make that really clear up front, and that's your plan, because we've got to make sure we find the appropriate mortgage for you. And when the solicitor's going through the legals and making sure everything's all right, they're also acting for the lender. So they're going to ask you about how you intend on using the property, and so making sure you've got the right type of lender and the right type of mortgage product on there from day one is going to make that process as simple and as straightforward for you as possible. Hope that helps. If you've got any questions on serviced accommodation mortgages and holiday lets in general, get in touch. We're at hhhmortgages.com. One of myself or the team will be happy to help and walk you through how we look at things and how we might be able to help you. And equally, if you found this useful, please do drop a like and subscribe to the channel below, and it really helps us help more people.